the key factor in what is taking place in Yemen is that Saudi Arabia has been unable to defeat the Houthis after 7 years. And now that the Houthis have are in control of at least 70 to 80% of the population in Yemen, both Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates have decided to have this ceasefire with the Houthis. The key element here, and that is one of the reasons why we've had this devastating war for 7 years. The key element is that the Saudis and the Emiratis have to accept the reality that the Houthis have become a formidable force in the Yemeni politics, and it is simply impossible for the Saudis and their allies to eliminate the Houthis. The Houthis, on the other hand, must understand that they cannot single-handedly and alone rule over a diverse country like Yemen. And therefore, while I welcome this truce, this ceasefire, I think I will be waiting to see signals from the Saudis as well as the Emiratis whether they are going to accept the reality on the ground.
And of course, President Hadi stepped down, relinquishing powers to this presidential council on April 7th. How does that change the calculus in your view?
Well, based on what I have heard from the Houthis, the changes are not really that important because the same people who were running the show before are running it. According to one Houthi official, what is taking place in Yemen is a Saudi Emirati plot. You have the same figures, more or less, with the exception of former President Hadi, who was an uncharismatic and ineffective leader. Now they have a council that is much more exclusive. I have to give them credit. The council they have is much more inclusive than the government of Hadi. But again, even there, the Houthis are moving very cautiously, waiting to see whether this is going to be the repetition of what happened in 2015 when former President Saleh was removed from power, and then right after the fall of Sena, whether the removal of Mr. Hadi is going to signal a fundamental change in the way the Saudis and Emiratis are looking at the internal situation in Yemen.